Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Hey, if you guys are joining me live, let me know you are here or you can see this. I'm pretty sure you can see this. But hey, Nunu, how are you? Welcome. Can you hear me okay? Can you see and hear me okay? Yeah, because when I started to go live, the format for Facebook had changed. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm sure if you couldn't hear, yeah, okay, cool. So man, what a day, right? What a day. One of those days that squeezes the heck out of you. Yeah, I had one of those days, but it is all good. I'm sure, I'm sure not as bad as Chris Rock's or Will Smith's day today. What a crazy situation. Now, check this out. I actually, the funny thing is, so my mom calls me yesterday and says, "Hey, watch the Oscars," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, for sure, I'll watch." Hey Raquel, how are you? Welcome. So yeah, she goes, watch the Oscars. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I was out and shopping and I was gonna cook and stuff. So I come home, I forgot all about it, and I made some food, and then afterwards, like when it was all done, I guess my mom calls me and says, "Hey, did you watch the Oscars?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was great," and I didn't watch it. Oh man, the only time I don't watch it, and I say I did, Chris Rock has to get slapped by Will Smith on national TV. You mean? Oh, dude, I definitely won one. Raquel, you gotta hook me up. Come on, you gotta hook me up with a reading. Por favor, por favor. Hey, John, how are you, buddy? So, anyway, the only time I'm so embarrassed by that too. Anyway, so she goes, yeah. So what happened between Will Smith and this Chris guy? I go, what? What do you mean? And then my mom's all like, yeah, Will Smith slapped him across the face. So did you understand why? And I'm like, what is my mom talking about? I'm like, no, I actually, I had to confess. I'm like, no, I actually didn't see I didn't watch the Oscars. So, she goes, oh yeah, you should go check it out. I'm like, okay. Hey, from Pakistan, I love it. What time is it over there? I've actually been to Pakistan. I stayed at a hotel called um, Fandog Mehran. Yeah, it was by the airport. It was a long time ago. But anyway, I digress. Welcome. So from Pakistan, that's awesome. So yeah, so I obviously you cannot avoid what's going on, right? 12 o'clock p.m. Okay, this is 12:20 a.m. So you can't avoid what's going on with Will Smith and Chris Rock, all the news and stuff, right? So I watch it, and then there's so many memes out there for this that is just incredible, right? I mean, just the amount of memes. I mean, and there's so many stuff. So I posted both on Instagram and here on Facebook for your opinion, your thoughts. Some are pretty heated. So I'll give you my 2 cents and my takeaways. Um, let's just put the jokes out. Dude, Chris Rock can take a hit. He took that slap like nothing. Like he didn't even move. I thought that was pretty incredible. Um, so he took it like a man. But so what happened? Okay, so Will's wife, she has this. She's developed this health condition that she had to. I'm gonna cut it short. She had to shave her head. and Chris Rock makes a joke about her shaved head, referring to G.I. Jane movie. I thought that was funny. And like, no big deal, right? And then Will Smith gets up and just wham, lays one across Chris's face, like on national TV, on Oscars. Pasha John, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. So, what do you say to that, right? There's people that say, oh, well, I'm so glad he defended his wife. Okay. And then there's people that say, man, violence is not the answer. Okay. And then there's all kinds of people in between. Here's my 2 cents. Okay. And I'll tell you what my 2 cents is. My 2 cents is this. See, Will Smith is not just your regular Joe Blow, right? He's Will Smith. This guy's come from nowhere land to everywhere land. This guy's come up from, from the bottom to here, right? So he's become somebody very important, somebody as a role model. A lot of people look up to this guy, right? Not only that, a lot of people quote him, write stuff about him, right? So he's a person of influence. He's a person of character. He's a role model. He's been a great, phenomenal actor, right? So you have all that, and then if you have all of that, you have literally zero expectations that somebody like that will get up on Oscars night on national TV in front of gazillions of people, walk up to the host and just wham, and then go on to start saying, hey, keep my wife's name out of your blank's mouth, or what. Okay. And then those that say, well, I'm so glad he protected his wife, or he stood up for his wife. That's what I meant. Are you ready for this? Some women, some of you are going to hate me for this, okay? But know that it's going to come from the heart. You got to look way deeper into this than him standing for his wife, okay? Or protecting his wife. First of all, his wife was under no danger, okay? Sorry. I was going to have some water before I got started, but I said, no, it's going to go away. And I got to stop having some chocolate right before my live. I got these M&Ms, and I freaking love M&Ms and Kit Kat. Okay, I digress. Anyway, back to the story. It's a way deeper than that. That's not protecting your wife, in my opinion. Okay, and like I said, some of you guys are gonna hate me for this, but that's a cheap shot. That's not professional. That's not a man of character. That's not somebody who's supposed to be a role model. How's that listen, first of all, he's in a business. First of all, I'm a huge fan of this, okay? He's in a business that I can go on and on. We live in a country, let's go with the country first. We live in a country that every day there are millions of jokes, ridiculous jokes made about the president of the United States. Like ridiculous jokes. Not like, oh, your head is bald, you should get G.I. Joe. It's like, what the? Right? Like literally, they cremate the guy and then they bring him back to life the next day, and then they cremate him again, and then they bring. I don't care if you agree with them, or Biden fan, not fan, Trump fan, not fan. It doesn't matter. That's where we are. Somebody to make fun of your. Okay, I get it. It's sensitive. Maybe I get it. But that's not protecting your wife. All the people that are saying that, oh, I'm so glad he stood up for his wife. Really? Because his wife has got a background. Let's not go there. Okay. His wife hasn't exactly been a role model for him either. Okay. So come on. Right. I understand there's a lot of emotions involved, but I don't see that as a character that I would like to follow, right? Um, yeah, right, exactly. So what she has a background. So, dude, you're in like entertainment business. You get roasted. You're supposed to get roasted day and night. Like that, isn't that hello? That's entertainment business. That's what you signed up for. That's what you got an Oscar for. You literally, and then for you to do that and then come back and I mean, I posted, right? And then come back and have a speech where you're in tears and you say, "Oh, by the way, I hope Oscars lets me back in next year," and you make jokes about that. I don't really get that, right? I don't really get that. Let's see, what is agree not professional. However, Chris is not in a comedy show either. And his comment was rude and heartless. You don't know the emotional part of the Smith are going through. So what she has a background of. You know, I get that. I get that, but you know what? This is a life you signed up for. Your life is on camera. That's what you are, and people are gonna make fun of you, and some people are gonna make fun of you, some people are gonna encourage you. That's what you sign up for. And truthfully, that joke could have been so much worse. I don't think it was that bad. Now, I'm not Will. I'm not Will's wife, but yeah, I was just gonna say he would not last on that seat getting roasted for more than, I don't know, 30 seconds. You signed up for you're getting Oscars for acting. That's entertaining people. You put your life on camera. The whole world knows about your wife or your family or your background, not just everybody in entertainment business. That's what entertainment business is all about. So I now see, the thing is this, it's not that joke at that moment in that event that caused that reaction. It's not. It's a series of things that have built up, and Chris happened to be the receiving end of all the frustration that was built up from Will. And then he's got a statement today that he's apologized to Chris. Okay, I did a live a few months ago on apology, and then 3 parts to an apology. It's not enough to just apologize. You slap the guy in front of the whole world on national TV. You don't just come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I slapped you yesterday. By the way, I really didn't mean to." Really, just like that? No, that's not equal to the event, right? It has to match up. You don't get out of your seat, come out on national TV, worldwide, slap the guy across the face, and this is not some Joe Blow off the street. Chris Rock is Chris Rock, right? You got beef, all right, you handle it outside, but you're entertainment business. You're not exactly behind the scenes, bro. You're not like you don't live a private life. Your wife has red table. I mean, how much more open do you want to live your life? You can't have all that stuff and then react this way. See, it just doesn't match up. And it's not that, again, it's not that joke, it's not that moment. It's a series of all this stuff built up, right? So completely against. I love Will Smith. I'm one of his, well, I can't say I'm his biggest fan, but I'm a huge fan of his, right? Last night, no bueno, zero, zilch, nada. I have no support for that whatsoever. And he's not protecting his wife. In fact, you know what? All right, you're going to hate me. Some women are going to hate me. But the woman that's going to say, oh, yeah, hey, by the way, can you go slap that guy because he made fun of my bald head? Really? I don't know about that, man. I would want somebody to get me out of a trouble, not put me in a trouble. Honey, the answer would be, honey, in case you forgot, you're in entertainment business and you literally told the world about everything, not about your bald head, about like everything else. You want me to go slap this guy on national TV on Oscars night, the night that I'm gonna freaking win Oscars? Come on. What kind of a woman would ask that? Really? I'm sorry, but that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's ways to handle stuff, and, you know. All right. So enough about that. You got my view on that. But let's talk about Chris. Let's talk about the takeaways. First of all, he can take a hit for sure. I mean, everybody's talked about that, right? Um, but I thought that was all class in a couple of points, and I'll tell you why. One is that, first of all, he was absolutely shocked by this whole thing, right? And he didn't fight back. He didn't like block, or he didn't want to do anything at all. He just took it and let the guy just let his frustration out. And I love this part. I love this part about what Chris said. I love this part. When Will got back to his seat and he was rambling on about, hey, you keep my wife's name out of your mouth, whatever, the first thing Chris said is, I'm going to. Not fighting the battle, not going against it, not throwing ego into the whole I love that. He's all like, you keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And he said, I'm going to. Real simple, right? How beautiful is that response? Seriously, mic drop on that response. I thought that was freaking like gangster response. You know, for him to come back after that and say, yeah, I'm going to, dude. Relax. You got issues. Other issues that you got to obviously solve. This is definitely not exactly it. Right? I thought that was just like gangster of a response. Him saying, yeah, I will. I thought that was, like I said, it was just money. And the takeaways are this. Listen, somebody comes up and slaps you in the face like that. You know how you're like an eye for an eye and this and that. Well, turn the other cheek and slap. That's exactly what Chris Rock did. He literally stood there waiting for the other cheek to get slapped. He literally did that. He didn't jerk. He didn't react. He didn't. He just stood there. I love that. The other takeaway is recognizing. I make mistakes. Yeah, totally. totally. But it must be like a huge take too, you know. But the other part of it is that I love how he just wanted to calm down the situation. You know what I mean? Anybody else, I know I would have probably lost it. I would have lost it. I wouldn't be able to. I don't know if I could have been able to. I mean, more kudos to that guy, dude, for keeping it calm and keeping it and just going with his skid. Like, he was shocked a little bit, but you know. So I thought that that was awesome. I thought that turning the other cheek and just wanting to calm the situation down and not throwing. How many times, and I've been so guilty of this. How many times you get into situations and instead of you walking away, instead of you calming the situation down, instead of you just you do more. You instigate more. You throw more wood in the fire, right? I'm so guilty. I've been so guilty of that before. And I just thought Chris's response was classic. I think it was just freaking awesome. I think it was um, I think it was awesome, and I think that's what made Will more embarrassed because he said he was embarrassed today. Um, hey, I thought this was a pretty hot. I actually had something totally different planned for today, but this was so hot today. I thought, oh man, I gotta talk about this. Because I had quite a few people reach out and give me their thoughts about this, and some I agree with, some I don't, which is okay. But so I thought I want to share that. I don't promote that. I don't think that's cool. Like there was a time before I'd maybe go to a club and somebody looked at my girl and I would flip out. I don't think that stuff works anymore. That stuff is no good anymore. You know what I mean? It it shows you're at a different place, you know. And listen, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm very guilty of this, but it makes me think at the same time, right? And like Raquel said, yes, we're humans. We're human, um, but humans also have control, right? So hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you, Pasha Jun. Drop your thoughts, make it hot. Drop your thoughts, comments below. Let this feed grow. Hey, you may want to even share this with a couple of friends. Tag them to this, share it on your wall. Do what you gotta do. Spread the love, you know. But I definitely want if you're brave, share your thoughts below. Let the feed grow. I appreciate you guys. Well, let's see. Well, to me, it's the other way around. I have quit on not standing up for myself. Oh my goodness, so I learned sometimes feels good to let it out. Yeah, that's true. It does feel good to sometimes let it out. And you know what? Sometimes it feels good to let it out, but it doesn't have to you don't have to let it out to that same like the person in front of you. You know, you could use like a pillow or you know, you know what I mean. Um, a little humor to throw at the end. Hopefully, you guys got love. I appreciate the comments. Let them come. I appreciate that. I'll respond to all of them. Once ones I didn't respond in the live, obviously I will comment back. And Raquel, you know you owe me for that. So I appreciate you guys. Remember, if you share, you show that you care. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.